knife steel.
Knife steel?
Sculpting tool steel.
Oh, nice. And what's this thing we've got going on here?
It's forge.
With propane, huh? Here we are. He's got his maquettes. Lots of ideas going. Back here in the shop. Whoa, that flattened out pretty fast. That's going to be the head of a sculpting tool. A piece of ivory tusk. Still has the natural markings on it. And this is ironwood here with a brass collet, then some steel. It's the real deal. We're not pretending.
This is the real deal.
Okay, here we go. Get the striker here. Whoa, striker. I got it. $120 now. We're up to $120.
Is that sticking out too far? Do you want that tool
No, I
closer
like the long.
to the handle?
For the short, for the more detailed sculpture tools, it's nice to have a length to it because you can.
Beautiful tool. You want notches on this one too?
Oh yeah, notches are good. Tell everybody why you put notches on before you. Oh, I'm a sculptor videoing this. Okay, and Mark's being kind to help me have these beautiful tools. Okay, and show you, so he's very kind to show you how to build these. But before you start that, we want to talk about, he's going to cut with this little carbide blade some
You just want it
notches
notched
in.
on this side?
Yeah, just one side. So I always tell the beginning school student that you first want to use a notched loop tool when you're sculpting in clay, because it's kind of like a farmer uses a rake. He can get the ground smooth if he's got a tooth to the rake instead of a flat shovel. So you got to rake through, and it kind of gets the high places and knocks down the highs and makes the lows not so obvious. Like a Ferrari, polished up.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna glue it together. So you'll have to let this cure overnight.
You explain what you're doing now.
I'm just working a little bit of epoxy into the hole. This is metal epoxy. It has a really high PSI strength, which is adherence strength. I'm just trying to work epoxy into the hole.
Do you fill it all the way up?
No. Nope, I just get enough
Coated
in
on
there,
that.
enough in there that I feel like it's going to do a good job.
And you put some on the end of that.
And then push them together. And like I said, it's a press fit.
Pressed, yeah.
It's
So did the
self-tightening.
it had a taper, a little bit of a taper to it?
A little bit of a taper to it, so it.
Yeah. Now we just wait for how long?
24 hours.
To really get it tight before you use it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's fast setting epoxy and slow setting epoxy.
Yeah.
What I found is that the slow setting epoxy has a higher PSI strength, and it holds better. The slow stuff is only like 2,000, 2,500 PSI, so the tensile strength is not as good on the 5-minute epoxies.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, after you take this piece of beautiful ironwood and that kind of hard steel and do all this work, it's probably taking you, and you're an expert at this, about 2 hours. How many years have you been making tools?
Oh, I can't even remember when I made my first tool.
Do you think most sculptors make their tools?
No, I don't. I think a lot of them just buy tools that are already made.
That's a tool that could last a lifetime.
Generations.
Generations.
Your kids will have this. This will be a tool that your great-great-grandchildren will
Cherish.
Yeah.
I notice on your tools, Mark, you put your name, you engrave your name.
Signed?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. His tools are one of a kind.
Right, my name and an ultra fine tip Sharpie. and then I go over it with a really fine tip Dremel.
Mark DeGraffanreid. Nice. Perfect.
We'll just initial this one.
Okay,
There's room
yeah.
for an initial.
On the collet on it?
Yeah.
Like you said, what'd you say? A tool helps, but it doesn't make a sculpture, right?
Right.
Obviously, you have more respect for your work if you have a nice tool. And sometimes the rake of the tool is evident in the end, and it's not disguised with smoothing the whole thing out. So this is your tool, the first time it's getting used.
Yeah.
How's it feel? Is it making a good nice line?
Yeah.
See the
texture.
tooling? And so why is the other side just smooth and not with ridges in it? What do you do with the other side?
Well, once you get the grooves help you see the form. You can actually see your shape better. It's a lot easier to see the form when it has lines on it. But when it's smooth, it's harder to see the form, to see your general shapes.
But you do use the other side sometimes, right?
Yeah.
When you've got the form all there, you kind of can smooth areas.
Oh, 35 years.
35 years? So you know about sculpture a little, huh?
A little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your claim to fame project you've been on?
Probably the most prominent one is that Mariner Eccles, but my favorite one is
Mariner Eccles. Wait, what's that? Where's that?
Mariner Eccles at the Mariner Eccles.
Mariner Eccles.
At the Utah State Capitol.
Right.
Probably my favorite public art commission is the Seafarer Memorial in Homer, Alaska.
Oh.
Because it is a statue to honor the lost, those that are lost at sea. And a lot of people go there, and it gives them solace and comfort for the.
Is it in the harbor, or where's it at?
It's on the Spit in Homer, Alaska.
The what?
The Spit. The Spit is a peninsula, a narrow peninsula of land. It's one of the longest spits in the world.
Oh.
The Homer Spit. The longest one, I think, is in Norway.
Huh.
Finland.
Do people live on that spit?
Yeah, there are people that live out on it.
Oh, is there a lighthouse at the end?
Yeah, there is a lighthouse. Out on the Spit. And
so how big is this lost, what'd you call him?
The Seafarer.
The Seafarer.
He's life-size.
He's life-size?
It was my very first commission.
Oh.
In '94.
Okay. There she is. Now she's got some tooling.